Hey, YouTube family. Hey, collective. I am going to do basically a channeled message. I got this download last night about the Energy Pebble. So I'm gonna explain the Energy Pebble in, well, the best way that I can, I guess, and hopefully with help from my spirit guides, and we'll get you the message. So the Energy Pebble is what we would call karma. But what excuse me, I look at it as like literally like looking at a big pond, right? And you pick up a pebble from the shore, and with intention you throw that pebble into the pond, and that pebble makes a ripple effect that goes all the way to the shore and sometimes back, and maybe it continues. Um, so if you are, so essentially the things that we're doing, the things that we're saying, the way we're treating other people, that would be the energy pebble, right? So that would be if you are cheating on your people or whatever, then they're probably going to cheat on you, or you're just going to get that energy back. And or it could excuse me, manifest in a completely different way. I don't know. I'm not going to say that that's exactly what's going to happen. I'm just going to say that you're going to get the same vibration back, and potentially stronger, because if it has that time to go all the way to the shore and then come back, by the time it's coming back, there's going to be some energy behind it that is kind of picked up along the way, right? So I think the energy pebble is an important message because it definitely says, do unto others, treat others the way you want to be treated. And it kind of solidifies that message in a way, because it's like showing you that it's kind of vital for your own happiness and health and growth, to embody the energy that you want to receive from other people, and then you will receive that energy from other people. It's literally like everybody talks about it. The energy pebble is your vibration, and your intention behind your actions, the intention behind your actions, and that manifesting in bad ways in our lives. So like a change in perspective is kind of vital. And look, things can get so difficult with life, and it's hard to stay on that, like, I guess that happy, positive vibe, and no one's ever going to just stay there. That's weird and stupid. We fluctuate, excuse me. We fluctuate. We are humans. We have all of these emotions. We're going to express them in fluctuation on a daily basis. That's just what it is. That's kind of why you should never make decisions when you're emotional. You know what I mean? Wait till you calm down, you think things through, because your emotional state is only heightened for a moment, and then you'll go back down to stasis, right? And then in stasis, what if the emotional decision is horrible, like drunk texting? Don't drunk text, because when you're drinking, your emotions are heightened, and so they may be stronger in some areas than others than they normally would. You want to always wait till stasis to do stupid shit. But then again, why would we drink? We want to do stupid shit, I guess, and feel okay about it. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I kind of lost track there. Um, there was a few other messages. This next one is talking about faith, and it's talking about the importance of faith in any type of manifestation. Doesn't matter what it is. Of course, we have to put action behind our wants and our desires, and we speak out into the universe, our energy pebbles, you know. But the faith behind the energy pebble is like more than half the battle. I would actually dare to say that faith would be 98% responsible for manifestations coming to fruition. Literally, like, or maybe even 100%, because if you think about it, you have to have faith that it's going to work out. If you have doubts and you don't have faith, you'll manifest obstacles and illusions and bullshit that wouldn't have even been there had you not had that lack of faith. Like, you want something, don't dwell on it, because that's showing that you have no faith. If you want something, you say, I want this, insert whatever, I want this thing in my life, and let that energy out there into the universe, throw your little pebble, and then don't think about it anymore. In some things, yes, I get it. There are desires that are so strong, and it's like, oh, I can't stop thinking about it. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can. I know from experience, yes, you can. And I was one of those people that was just an overthinker, and I still am to an extent. But I promise you, meditation really does help. And yes, you can stop thinking about shit that you don't want, and it will stop manifesting. I swear. I'm just telling y'all, I don't think people realize it. People don't get it. Faith, man, faith. It's about knowing you want this, you deserve it, it is possible, it's going to happen, and you're just going to throw it out into the universe and wait, okay? It's like fishing, man. It's like fishing. And that's your time to stay calm and peaceful. And I'm not preaching, I promise. And I'm not coming from a place of like, oh, everything's so easy for me. Bullshit, man. I have to do this shit every day. I have to go commune with nature every day, ground myself, and remember, I am worthy. I am worth it. I deserve the things that I want. And then I have to go put some action behind getting those things. And this is one of them, putting these messages out. I've gotten these messages for so long, but my fear of being on camera, which I know I don't have to do that, but at this point, I decided I'm not going to half-ass it. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And so here I am. I did have a strong fear of it. It kept me from doing it for a very long time. I'm still, weird and nervous about it a little, but the thing is, these messages, they're not going to stop, and I have to get them out. And it's just it's just what is. And so here I am, and I'm telling you about the next one. And that is why we continue to attract negative mates, boyfriends, girlfriends, people in our lives, that don't resonate with what we're looking for, what it doesn't resonate with anything we actually believe in, and these relationships are toxic, or just why we manifest that stuff in our lives. It's basically, the way I have seen it is, it's a lack of love for ourselves. We're attracting what we believe we deserve, and it's a lack of internal love. It's kind of like the same, it's the energy pebble. No matter what, when it all comes down to it, all of this is about that energy pebble, right? And even the energy pebble within yourself, that is your vibration, right? And if you have all these feelings of doubt and unworthiness, and you just don't look at yourself like you're anything, you listen to stupid people that are insecure themselves and want to make you insecure, then that's who you're going to attract, right? And you know how people, when they're insecure, they like to lash out, or they just don't. Not all of us, some of us are the empathic type, that we coddle the ones that treat us like dog shit. I'm talking from experience. I didn't love myself. I didn't trust myself. I didn't trust my intuition. I never listened to my gut instinct. I had very little faith. And I had a drug habit, and I manifested that exact situation in a human being. But here's the other thing. It's like, until you find that self-love, you're going to always attract that type of person. It's going to be the same energy, right? They get different faces tacked on to that energy. So when you feel you've conquered one, or you think you've conquered one, well, you haven't conquered the energy, because here it comes again in someone else. And it's just it's that vibration that you're putting out there, that, oh, people can say, I'm doing the inner work, I'm doing the inner work. Well, I would say that doing the inner work would be showing on the outside of your life too, right? You know, like as you build your inner strength and your love for yourself, the outside changes also. And the people you deal with change, the types of things you're doing change, the knowledge changes, the wisdom changes. Everything that you can think of really does change in the 3D when it changes inside. I'm only telling you this from experience. The inside of me was a mess. Okay, and I'm not perfect. And I have not gotten even close to what I really want to be. But you know what? I have done so much work, and it's showing in my outside world, and it's fucking beautiful. And that's why I'm telling you guys this. You know, it is so it's just a matter of making that decision. It's so easy to stay stuck in a self-loathing, oh, woe is me, I'm not worth it, pity party type of shit, which I was, okay? And that's why I attracted the bullshit I attracted. That, but it's hard, and it's hard to make that change, but it's so possible. You have to grab strength from somewhere deep inside of you and just pick yourself up out of bed. Just one to start. Baby steps, any steps. You can do this. You can build your own self-worth. I'm telling you. You'll start to stand up for yourself. Start to say no to people who are douching you over. Start to say, when you know, like when the clerk at Walgreens recently was trying to force this credit card thing on me, and I didn't want it. And I said no. And ordinarily she would have gone in and said something else, and I would have been like, okay, fine. Even though I didn't have time and I didn't want it. This time, I actually exercised what I wanted the situation to go like. And I told her no, and she kept trying. And I said, you know what? I don't have time, but beyond that, I just don't want it. But thank you very much for, your time. And I appreciate your try. I don't want it. And she was like, oh, okay, well, maybe next time. And everything went fine. And I don't know what I was always hiding away from now. Like, what was I always denying myself what I wanted? What was I thinking was going to happen? She was going to flip out? What the fuck? No, she's not going to flip out. She's going to go, okay, see you later. Have a great day. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm cursing so much. I have a potty mouth, and now I'm really working on it. I swear. I've gone through most of this video without cussing, if you've noticed. Anyway, those were actually the messages. But that last one is that energy pebble that's within, man. Just little by little. You know what? And one other thing that I've noticed too is when emotional shit comes up, especially if you have the time to deal with it. Say you're in your room and you're reading a book, and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's your day off, no one's home. And you're sitting there reading a book, and all of a sudden you stop reading and you have this thought of something that happened to you or that you did to someone else, regardless of what it was, but it made you feel guilt. And all of a sudden you stop reading that book, you think of that thing, and you start feeling this sadness, right? Instead of hiding from it, instead of running away from it, go out, suck it up, or just try to forget it, or go smoke a cigarette, or whatever the fuck it is you do. Instead of doing that, let it come up. Just let it. I'm telling you, I've healed from some stuff, and maybe I'm not fully healed, but life is so different. But that I wouldn't have if I had just kept stifling it. And like, there's been a few things that have come up, and I was even shocked that I was even hurt by them. But I really mourned the situation and had to try to look at it from somebody else's perspective, and then, forgive the people, because the truth is, everybody is coming from, pure spirit, all the way down to this low vibrational 3D kind of existence. And we get lost, our minds, since we can't remember who we actually are, we get lost in that humanness of everything. And we forget that we're divine beings, but we forget that we're human here, and humans, we make mistakes. We're a hot mess, you know. We're just trudging along here, and the whole point of even being here is for the journey, for the lesson. And so even the bad is not bad. And I guess it's just, damn it, I keep losing track. Shit. I'm just saying, stop judging yourselves. Know that you're worthy. So when that, yeah, okay, remember, when the bad shit comes up and you just address it, just really try to make peace with it if you can. You know, even just addressing it is enough to really start changing the vibration. I promise you, you'll start to see little things in your life and you're going to go, oh, wait a minute. And you're going to connect them, and you'll see the synchronicities, you know. And especially if you keep working little by little, baby steps. It took me a long time to get to this place. I mean, I'm not going to say how old I am, but I'm older than you think, I guarantee. And it took me a long time to get to this place. And I'm very human. Obviously, I'm spirit having a human experience, and I fully believe that. And I mean, I've kind of seen that, so I know that in my experience, that's how it is. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know. I keep losing track. I don't know why. It's like the thought comes in and it comes in so strong, and then it literally just kind of pulls itself back. It's almost as if it's like an intuition exercise. Like, can I keep a hold of it? It's like maybe I don't know if that's me making excuses, or if that's potentially what's happening. But anyway, maybe I'm going off track too. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a talker. I really am. Once you get to know me, I can't shut up. And you see that now. I just hope that anybody got anything out of these messages. Um, that energy pebble is so seriously real. People call it karma, and people get off on other people having bad karma. Do you know what that is? You just put an energy pebble out there that said, I want bad karma. You cannot you cannot revel in someone else's misery and not expect something like that to happen to you, and the same thing will happen to you. Or maybe it's different, maybe it's worse. You don't know. Like, how much momentum has this ripple picked back up on its way back to you? So I'm saying, just be easy. Be easy with each other, man. The karma is just an energy pebble, or the ripple that comes back from the energy pebble. It's the ripple that comes back. It's the energy pebble is dispersing. Be good when you place that energy into that freaking pebble. Be loving, be kind. Drop it in there and watch what you get back. But this starts from right inside. You have to love yourself first and foremost. And all of these things will start to just happen. You know what I mean? You'll see. Anyway, I'm going to stop. I'm running my mouth. And I hope that you guys got something out of this message. I would love if somebody subscribed. That would be so groovy. I don't know. It would be great. But if it doesn't happen, that's okay. I just hope the messages get where they need to go. Anyway, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.